Station man down Second South in Harley. Can't forget about my niggas at the trap house. You know militia keep it cup hella full now. Up the hill around the corner, hit a Carterville. Sam's Club got a cup if you can keep it real. I got the money. Bring me your cup, yeah. We getting it complicated, so fill her up, yeah. Turn up the music, it go good with all this mud, yeah. You know we mixing it up until the sun comes up.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome into Budah's Lounge. I am the proprietor and host of Budah's Lounge with Everyday People. I'm Big Budah. I've been part of the Utah media landscape for the last 20-something years, and because I don't know how to shut up, I've decided to do this podcast. That's why we go around and we talk to people who have been leveling up since before I was even born. So we're in St. George. St. Jeezy, make some noise if you're in St. Jeezy. All right, we're in St. George. Honolulu Grill is our host today. Right above me is a QR code for Kava Aid. If you need some relaxation in your life, calm down your life, have some Kava Aid, okay? If you use the code word Budah, you'll get 10% off West Jordan and here in St. George. Our guests this morning, they have been in business. They are a pillar in the community here in St. George. They just opened up a shop in West Jordan, and they're just, as I'm getting to know you, John and Joan, you guys are just regular people. You're Don. Yeah. Don, sorry. He looked at me like, Don, sorry, we don't have a D in Samoa, so it's Ton. It's Ton.
Dago.
Ego Luati. Now you're going to start seeing. But I am so honored that you opened your doors and let us come in. And the whole idea is, you guys have been doing this for a long time. You're successful, and between the both of you, we're just looking for some help for the next generation to level up and learn something. Because there's a lot of fiopoko in our generation. Let's just make that clear. A lot of fiopoko. So with that, let's start from the beginning. We like to, because this is a Polynesian-focused podcast. We like people, like when you're in the streets, Don and Joan, they're like, Sully, are you Samoan? What's your last name? What's your family? So I like to call that part explain your life. So we'll start with Mrs. Crichton first. Tell me about your family, where you grew up, and then we'll segue into you.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I was born and raised in Hawaii, in Wailua, and
whoa. That's good.
And then moved to Honolulu when I was 8 years old from Wailua, and then went to school there and Washington Intermediate, and then to McKinley, and that's where I met my better half.
Oh, she said better half. So
yeah.
I like that.
So good this is.
How much money you owe her?
Everything.
That's where you guys met. Was it love at first sight? Did you know, or did you have to work on him? Did you have to shape him into the man that you wanted him to be?
Actually, it was accidental because my girlfriend was in love with his best friend, and so I just was a tag-along. And so, football days when he was playing football, we'd take juices and stuff.
Not the juices.
And so,
the juices of love.
Those big cartons, And so I would just give him juice and cheer him on. And so we happened, and my girlfriend and his best friend didn't.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So, championship game, that was the first kiss, and I was on cloud 9.
Oh, the tea.
I'm not ashamed.
I'm not even asking all that stuff.
I'm not ashamed to say because, he was, he was a great kiss.
Looking, obviously, so many years now ahead in the future, looking back, would you have not done the first kiss, or the first kiss was really the seed that it was planted?
The first kiss was the seed.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And so we've been together a long time. High school sweethearts.
Auntie, I'm gonna have to pause right now because I like to hear this guy's side of the story. Okay.
Just so you know, he was chasing me.
Okay? Yo.
Just to
get
the,
so you know. Yeah.
Just to get the story straight.
Yeah.
He chased me.
That's why marriage lasts long. See, we I always had the gratitude to give her the upper hand. So
Bring us up to speed with your family, and then
Okay.
bring us to where.
well,
we're at today.
you know, I was born in Samoa, Western Samoa, and raised an American as well as Hawaii. Came to Hawaii at 8. My family. I spring from the King and Crichton family. King in Fankongo and the Crichton, of course, Upolu. And so from there, we just moved to Hawaii at 8 years old and lived there since, till we moved to California. So a little bit of that. But yeah, I like to say that we grew up in the land of milk and honey, Kalihi.
Wow. Is that gangbang money? Oh, sorry. That came out by accident. Sorry.
Leave it to your interpretation.
I know about those guys over there.
But-
We're family, guys.
Yeah,
We're family. You see?
And so, and then, from school, athletics, I went on to junior college in California and then back to Hawaii at UH. And so from there on, we decided to, as I mentioned to you earlier, my brother, he was in remission. They moved up here, and he was coming to law school, and we moved here to help him and Sweet. And so
I don't want to take away from a sad story, a good story, but notice how Uncle just skipped over the part where he met Auntie. Remember that part?
Yeah.
Cousin, I met your story with Auntie.
No, and I'm gonna okay. I was trying to
Soften the blow.
No, she's my everything, put it that way. And
I know I do that a lot.
she's from the Masaniai clan. And her mother was, she's so much like her. And so,
How about the kiss? I like to know about the kiss.
the kids, I was, just to let you know, I was the only water boy that got juice and everything else in the kiss. So it was big deal and meant to be.
Yeah.
But yes, I was surprised, but it was a good thing because it brought us in the right direction.
Well, it's still obvious today that you two are still in love. I don't know if y'all are catching, they're holding hands in there. I don't know if that's the Samoan side, y'all. I don't want to hold your hands above here, but I'm trying to change the culture where we can hold hands in public. But I can feel, as we say
Sure.
in Tonga Ma'afana, I can feel the alofa. So whatever it started back then, it's still evident today. So congratulations. I wanted to take you back to the part that you mentioned. You guys moved to Utah to help your brother. His cancer is in remission. Tell me about, you guys were only in Provo for 11 months, but it established a reputation for food. You guys were there, you established a reputation for good food.
Well, just back in Hawaii, my family, my sister and her husband, Julian Gonzaga, they roasted rotisserie. We've done food for a long time back there, and we were younger, so we were always the help,
The cooks.
the assistant, turn the wheel, But they were the ones that really, taught us a lot about food. And of course, the community I grew up in, Kalihi, were all Asians.
Yeah.
And, of course, Polynesian. So there was a lot of mixture. So we learned a lot of different foods. And that's what we implemented into our thing. In fact, when we came up here to help my brother, he wanted, because she's a great cook. And I cook a little bit. But we came and we helped him. And, Al had he was a businessman. He had a business degree out of BYU Hawaii. Then he came up here to law school. But him and Sweet, they built that, and we just wanted to help and see where we could No intentions of opening a restaurant, but we had the background, and she was always involved in food. Like she was a cruise director back home, and so she involved with a lot of food and different things on the cruises in Hawaii. So yeah, I guess you can say that our family was always around food, and we love to eat. And so from there, we came here, we said, she said, no. We were in church and a friend of ours, close friend, wanted to do a luau for his daughter. And he asked me, Don, you know how to do a luau? I said, no. You know, it's hard work. It's a lot of work.
Was that a white lie?
Yeah. No, I said
a word calling no lie.
No, it was a joke with him. He said, "Come on, we know you." But I said, "Yeah, I do. What do you need?" So he said, "My daughter's getting married. We'd like to do a luau. Would you help us, or would you be interested in doing it?" These guys are business people, and I thought, okay, well, we'll try. We have the background. Mm-hmm. So that's how we actually started.
Your origin story is a luau. That is great.
Yeah. I was doing real estate, and that's my background too. I do real estate, and so we came up here, and when we did that, I said, well, where are we going to prepare the food? I didn't want to prepare at home because it was a decent size. So what I did is I leased a restaurant. I talked to a broker friend and leased a restaurant for that weekend. And so she said, Don, yeah, we got one that's open. Okay, let me do it on weekend. That's where we all went in, my kids, and I, we put it all together. And long story short, it was a success. People were asking us, where can we get this on a regular basis? We don't know. It's just a one-time thing. But off of that, there were a lot of people that were at the party, mostly business people, and they called for caterings and church.
Was it a simple menu back then? Because
we
it was kind of like a friend thing, right?
Yeah. We did barbecue chicken, kalua. They wanted kalua, and we did beef. That's it.
Really
with
quick,
salad.
Because we're here at the home restaurant, are any of those recipes still on the menu today?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's my mind blown away.
And mac salad, the rice they wanted, and I think we did a little toss
because
cream.
Our people, we feel poco sometimes. You'll have a great idea, and then when you get to the part where you're trying to make the business, let's tweak it a little bit.
Yeah.
When this is the thing that got us there.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm so glad that you said yes. You still have that recipe.
Same things. We kept everything, but wanted to tweak things a little bit because we knew. I try to look ahead, and I say, St. George wasn't exposed. Well, they were families catering.
Yeah, but they weren't doing any dancing. Y'all didn't have any nightclubs. It was really tough to come over.
Yeah, there was really nothing. So
I feel like Footloose all over again.
So we tried that, and we from there it just carried on.
Yeah.
And so I went and because I was involved in real estate, I went to a restaurant that was going out of business in the back, in an industrial area. But I said, hey, we can start here. If we're going to do something, if it works, then we'll.
Yeah. Mom, I got to ask you in this part, I want to pivot just a little bit. Obviously, the food and the business side sounds like the Crichtons have been doing it. I know the Crichtons, they've been doing that. You've worked in an industry where you now can bring the entertainment, the PR side of it. Did you see that was going to be your part in this, or was it you were just following him?
I was just following him.
Come on, Auntie.
As far as entertainment-wise,
just the way things look, because you come from that cruise ship. If it doesn't pop, nobody's going to look at it. So maybe the design. What was your part in this?
It was recipes, and of course, we all, even with our kids, they played a part in the designing of Honolulu Grill. So everything because our children are part of it, they we're a core. This is Honolulu Grill is us and our kids. We're the core of Honolulu Grill. So everything we do, we sit down, we talk about it as a core on what we should and should not do. And so the kids got a lot of input because they're very artistic as well. They got a lot of art, experiences. And so we take what they have and we put our thoughts together and then we implement. So all of this
it's
is...
a true group decision is what you're saying.
Yes, it is.
Wow. Well, I don't know if that's ever been heard of that before, or maybe successful stories that people want to talk about. So congratulations, you found a way to have your kids involved, just like the American dream. But let's take a break real quick from the simple beef dinner all the way to Kava Aid and a new collaboration with Cavachino. We'll get to that, but we're in St. George. We're broadcasting live from the original Honolulu Grill. Please click, like, and share if you want to try Kava Aid at a discount. The QR code is right above me right here. Use the code word Buddha and you get 10% off. If you're going to order online, order through the app and use the code word local, LOCAL, you'll get 20% off your order. Sorry for you guys that are in the restaurant if you didn't use that. My bad. Okay, we're going to take a break. We're going to play a song. Don't explain your life. We'll be right back.
All right.
Sweet love, follow, il vai po le malo, ma la musica fa neon po, come chi le top and wapa oh. Sweet love, follow, il vai po le malo, ma la musica fa neon po, come chi le top and wapa oh. Super sweet. Post sa kamane pa wa fa makui kui. Mama I love mga people wa mga yalong ka fui fui. Ko fui e bia e fu still in my. Pole ana ku kale sa fai. O ki ka ki mo ku ki kai kai. Oni ngako a e amaka one mga wa foi mai ai. Sweet love follow living vibe all in my love, but the music of my day on the floor. I'ma keep on the top and with my own. Sweet love, follow, living vibe all in my love, but the music of my day on the floor. I'ma keep on the top and with my own. Sweet love, follow. Solo fatwa, le vili mai na okelo fongi karusia ai ma wa o lo ko alwa. Wanga fosi ko kawanga. Sema ai au fika.
And we are back. Oh, you can tell we're back as you hear that applause. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're back with Don and Joan Crichton, the originators, the core, as you heard them, of Honolulu Grill. We have one location here in St. George, that's the original, and the other location in West Georgia. Sorry, Nico. Over there. Don't explain your life. But we're here because we have a new product called Kava Aid. We're collaborating. I'm collaborating. Myself and Everyday People were collaborating with Honolulu Grill to get Cavachino out. I saw you guys just cracked your first Cavachino. What are your thoughts?
It's good.
Great.
It's good. It tastes very good. Because I don't like kava. I've tasted raw kava and it's
An acquired taste.
yeah.
It's an acquired taste.
Very acquired.
Yes.
And so that's why this guy created Kava Aid is so that it's drinkable and likable and goes down smooth, but yet you get that effect. You know what I mean? You want to come down? Yeah.
No
That's the
booze.
effect.
So I love that you said that. And in this, in that spirit, it's a non-alcoholic option.
Yes.
A lot of people are looking for non-alcoholic options these days. What I like to describe to people about kava, it's a non-alcoholic drink, but you still get your party on. But because if those of you out there who don't know, kava is actually classified by the FDA as a tea. You don't need to be 21 years or older to buy it, but because we're responsible, we don't let kids just buy it off the shelves. So
Or
it's
drink
just
it.
or drink it.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that the law allows
Yeah,
us to just,
yeah.
but we won't. We just won't. Anyway, if you haven't tried kava and you've heard some stories about kava, I would say to ease your way into the culture, stop by any Honolulu Grill in West Jordan or here in St. George or online and try it out for the first time. Use the code word Buddha and get 10% off your first order of Kava Aid. How does it taste? How would you describe the taste of Cappuccino to our viewers?
It has a coconutty chocolate, like latte flavor.
Oh, wait. That's why we call it Cappuccino. Does
Oh,
Cappuccino
sole.
sound like a good name to you?
Yes.
Okay.
It's smooth.
I would drink this and
Yeah.
drink Kava 8.
It's
But
smooth.
yeah, it's
But not the
it's
raw Kava.
Not the raw Kava.
Okay.
Well, you know.
I mean, I'll drink it if I have to, but if I had
We're
a
having a debate over here. I
choice,
said raw Kava.
No. Well,
Don't poo-poo on the
yeah,
raw Kava,
but
guys.
you know, we wanted to offer something for those that are not, you know,
They don't enjoy the natural taste.
the natural taste of kava.
I tell
But
people
we
if you
wanted,
don't like Kava, just
yeah.
drink beer.
but yeah, but we wanted to keep the benefits, you know,
Yeah.
that kava offers. So that's
So
why
I'm
we
hoping
created
that
it.
if you guys like it, we can collaborate on figuring out how to bottle it, mass produce it, and put it in an Honolulu Grill first, and then see if we can't get it distributed. Because it's one, I know for sure that there are a lot of people out there who are trying to bring down the chaos in their life, you know. And Kava has helped me. And I know Kava has helped a lot of people. It's not a one-stop, do-all, fix-all, but that's something that Pacific Islanders have been using for centuries. Again, ask your doctor, ask your physician before you try anything else. But Kava is safe and available. Anyway, how long have you been drinking Kava before you started to put it in a recipe that's palatable for the masses?
I'm not a kava drinker, but you know, when I sit with friends and family, and what we used to do is karaoke on Friday nights. So a lot of the you know, the island boys come in, they want, Uncle, can we bring? I said, bring your bucket, come in here, and place where they could relax, enjoy music, and do their thing. So I would have a cup or two with them, but I'm not a heavy kava drinker. But I asked, actually, my my son-in-law was into that heavy. My brother Al,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Alice, he was kava enthusiast. He was. So I said, well, how can I turn this into an opportunity? You know, people don't like. So I did some research. I did R&D about 5 years just to see, you know, pros and cons about the kava, and then in the process, we started making it and really enjoyed it. Saw the benefits, felt the benefits, and others were asking me, "What are you drinking? What is that?" So give it to them. They want to buy it, and we're selling it then in gallons.
Yeah.
And so from there, it just took off from there, and then we decided to
I'm always
Yeah.
when I'm in these spaces, I always get these ideas. I can
get
see
the flies.
you
Get
guys
this away.
can host because you said karaoke. Mm-hmm. Now instead of selling alcohol, you guys can host a night and call it kavaoke and only sell
that's
Kava Aid and
good.
Cappuccino.
yeah.
And then we can host one in West Jordan, and then we can have the
Absolutely.
champions, a champion from West Jordan, a champion
Absolutely.
from St. George, and now we have a talent contest that is using this. That's just my thought. I'm just an idea guy. Your kids are listening. We'll make them do the fouls, whatever, you know. Just but because you said
We'll
karaoke.
bring it together.
Let's
Yeah,
call
no,
it karaoke
we
when
used
you
to.
own no alcohol.
Absolutely.
Just Kava Aid and Cappuccino.
Absolutely.
Kava stuff. Kava products.
Yeah. So, you know, that's how it kind of started. And You know, I had some health challenges after, and so kava really helps with GABA nerves, yeah? So that's the thing that we created that and made it, and it has helped me. We can't make claims due to FDA, you know, regulations, but customers have been telling us, so if they share their testimonial, what has helped
I
them.
think the wording, Uncle, is the symptoms. It helps with the symptoms
Absolutely.
of
Absolutely.
Mental health, the symptoms
Oh,
of
yeah.
stress.
Absolutely.
But it's not a cure-all. It helps a lot, though.
Yeah, it sure helps. So, you know, yeah, we're getting a lot of action, a lot of interest in it.
And I think that's where it starts. It needs to start somewhere, and I'm glad you guys were brave enough because they don't know what they don't know. There's a lot of stories out there, but if we don't take a hold of our own stories, no one's going to tell it ourselves the way we should tell it.
Well, you know, our whole culture is what we want to do is bring it. In one of my posts in LinkedIn, I said, Honolulu Grill want to bring it to the world. But so our whole culture, everything else, our beverage, our food, you know, and take it there and see what happens. So, you know, it's been an investment. But we've had a lot of good responses.
Can I ask, because we have some other products here that are not Honolulu Grill based, but Auntie, if you wouldn't mind, both or either one of you, talk about some of these water bottles and the designs that are here and how you're collaborating with locals as well.
Yeah, well, we'd like to, you know, work with those that have, you know, their business, see how they can plug into what we're doing and help them find the success too. We've been very fortunate, we've been blessed, but you know, there's a lot of people that need help. A lot of them don't really know how to put it out there, so to speak, but they're good. They're a group out of Vegas. They've done some shirts for us and different design. They're really good. It's just like that. So they're selling some goodies out there.
I saw that. It's almost like you got a hub going on over here. You know, you got a place for people to come and see other people and other cultures. I love that your food, the clothing, everything here, it's all part of the Hawaiian Pacific Islander culture.
Yeah. And you know, we want to always stress quality versus quantity. I know our people, we love quantity, we love a lot of things, but we also want to, you know, push on the quality that we don't forget that, because that matters a lot.
I would love to have a discussion on who you think, Mom and Dad, who you think should represent the United States, which state in the Miss Samoa USA pageant. Cindy and I just got the nod to host and to do the interviews on the red carpet, but we need to select one girl that will represent the U.S. Which state is it going to come from? Don't say anything right now. We're going to take a break. We'll play a song. I want to tap into the minds of the core of Honolulu Grill. Which state do you think will represent us well in Miss Samoa USA? Is it Hawaii? Is it California? Is it Utah? Just think about it. We'll come back. Put you on the spot.
She acting brand new, Mr. Telephone Man. I was calling for, I had a bag for a voicemail when I try to get through. Little shawty, what you trying to do? Girl, I just hit your phone, no answer. Ain't even text me back with your manners. Like I ain't got your thong in my hamper. Like I ain't strip your clothes like poor dancers. Girl, I'm trying to get next to you. I don't mean to be pressing you, but you leave me on scene when I'm texting you. And you flex when I try to connect with you. Now you won't pick up. How you gon' switch up? Like I ain't ice your wrist, I'm real vicious. And I made records about you, no Guinness. Like I ain't got the juice, bitch, I'm Bishop. Pick up the phone, girl, I'm falling. Tell me something's wrong with your plan. Pick up the phone, girl, I'm falling. Mr. Telephone Man. Hook me up, can you hook me up? I need to get in touch. When I call and it won't go through. Little mama's, man, she acting brand new. Mr. Telephone Man. I was calling. shawty, what you tryna do?
Baby, pick up, I'm tryna come through. Come around too and put it down on you. So baby, what's up? I got your phone blowing up. You see the missed calls, but you ain't hit me up. So baby, what's the reason? Tell me how you feeling. My baby got me feeling, and you know I need it. I'm not tryna hurt you, just tryna be your healing. Baby, when you get home, ring my phone up all night just to see what you own. I can't leave you alone, so tell me what's wrong and hit me back, cause it's been too long, yeah. You had me sprung thinking about how we began. Now you ain't picking up and I just need your touch. Got me on the line saying,
Mr. Telephone love, hit me up, can you hook me up? I need to get in touch when I call and it won't go through. Little mama's man, she acting brand new. Mr. Telephone man, I was calling for, I had a bag for a voicemail when I try to get through.
T-Mac,
Little shawty, what you tryna do?
it's T-Mac, baby, tryna get a hold of you. You probably get that wrong number, baby, tell the truth. Cause I ain't nothing new, playing like the mother dudes. Ain't no decision making, so we ain't gotta choose. Like we just something new.
Welcome back. That applause means we are back. Thank you for tuning in to Budah's Lounge. I am your host, Big Budah. I've been part of the Utah media landscape for the last 20-something years. If you don't recognize the way I look, that's because I used to be 450 pounds, and then I started drinking Kava 8. Just kidding. Cappuccino. Just kidding. No. Stress and diet and all of that other stuff. But no. Thank you so much. I have been a huge supporter of Kava. Been drinking kava since I was in Samoa, so I know of the health benefits. Anyway, the QR code is right above me. Those of you watching online, just use the code word Budah and you'll get 10% off of your Kava 8 order. If you use the word local during your food order, you'll get 20% off your online order. Download the app, Honolulu Grill. You heard the bosses say we're going to look into doing a karaoke segment for Honolulu Grill. We're going to call it Kavaoke. There'll be non-alcoholic products, kava products, all that, nothing but love and support. Mm-hmm. Welcome back. We're talking with Don and Joan Crichton, the core of Honolulu Grill. They got 2 locations, one in St. George, one in West Jordan. I wanted to ask about the struggles of running a business and running a family. It's basically, you said to yourself, let's run 2 businesses at the same time. The business of business and the business of family. How did you guys do it? What was the secret in raising a family and running a business at the same time?
Okay, you want to take that?
I love how he defers the hard questions to Mom. Wow.
Well, no problem. You know, our base is the gospel of Jesus Christ. And we always reared our family that way with the kids. So, always having the things that we need to do to keep our family together. And with business, it was the same thing. We utilized the same principles. And, you know, that translated into our business daily, even with our staff and everything. So when I wrote the business plan, a lot of the principles of the gospel we incorporated from a business perspective. And we felt like that was the key to our success. With a strong support from my partner and everything she did to keep the family together while I was out there, you know, hustling and working, trying to bring everything together. So it's not easy. There were many challenges. There were many times that we talked about it and I thought, is this the right path? Because as I mentioned to you earlier, I was involved in real estate for a long time in Hawaii, and when I came here, I wanted to originally open a real estate management company. But everything lined up. All the things that were here and what was needed to represent our culture, we thought. Then we did that catering, everything just springboard from there. After leasing that restaurant for a weekend, it just continued. So then next thing was I, bought out a contract on a lease, and that's where we went. And I tell you, was challenging.
Bro, I gotta ask, Angie, I gotta bring you into this part of the conversation. Was there ever a time where you said, babe, what are we doing? Let's stop, let's cut our losses. Was there ever a thought like that? Or did you also see the light at the end of the tunnel?
I saw the light at the end of the tunnel, but there were many times where we would look at each other and say, what the heck we're doing, you know, because of the challenges. But all in all, our kids, my daughter was on the register at age 10, taking orders. My Nick was doing the trash, and you know, they all played a part in it. White tables, clean everything. So they would go to school and come to the restaurant, and we would be there from morning till closing. They would come from school, do their homework, and then help out with the restaurant. But you know, our daughter Tamore, she's a talker. She has a mouth, and they were surprised at the fact that she was only 10 years old on that register, running it, taking money, you know, and just calculating the amounts and all that. And so, you know, they've been with us through thick and thin, and we love them very much, because without them, they're the core of, like I said, Honolulu Grill, and so they help build. And now they kick mom and dad out of the kitchen. You know, we have no
Are y'all
say
listening?
there.
Kids, that's what y'all supposed to do. Kick your parents out and let them go just sleep and eat bonbons, okay?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I almost cried. You almost had me. Let me ask you this. Let's take one more break. Let's play one more song and let's wrap things up when we come back. I want to ask, I think I already know the answer, but I would love to ask from both of you. What does retirement look like, and what does your legacy look like? How does it look like to you? You know, if you're, not that I wish any of that, right? If you're gone from this world, looking back, what do you want that legacy to be for your family and for your kids? We'll take one more song. We'll be right back. Don't move a muscle. Don't explain the life.
No matter where I go, no matter where this road takes me, I'm never really lost, because if I follow my heart, it leads me right back to you.
I can hear her heartbeat for 1,000 miles, and the heavens open every time she smiles. And when I pray to her, that's where I belong. Yet I'm running to her like a river song. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love.
Quote me on my senses, how they handle that. But speaking down up on my name, mama ain't having that. She used to say to me, boy, you were born to shine. Act like you got some sense. Straight from that nonsense, you must always put God first. Remember where your village is. Watch for these crooked people. I know this world is evil. Let go the pain you've been through. Hard work is how you come up. That's how you build your name. Hustle heavy, stay on your job till you see heaven's gates.
Love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love.
I remember those days at social welfare. Single mama shit in tears. No lights up in the house. Cold noodles kept us humble. Told me I'm a king, and a king bows to no one. Must never hit a woman, cause a queen is truly gifted. I apologize, mama, for all of the stress. Dropping out of high school, getting arrested again. Through all the madness and the violence I found running the streets, you still bragged about your son. You always believed in me, crazy love.
I can hear her heartbeat for 1,000 miles, and the heavens open every time she smiles. And when I pray to her, that's where I belong. Yet I'm running to her like a river song. She give me love.
Talofa, Utah, welcome back to Budah's Lounge. We are on the tail end of our conversation. I'm just having a master class over here at Honolulu Grill with Uncle Don and Auntie Joan about the business. If you don't know who they are, you'll have to re-watch the video. We'll save it in the video library. But we're here because we're collaborating. Everyday People is collaborating with Honolulu Grill on a drink called Cavachino. It was a drink that we made through Kava. So we're just having a good time, spreading the love and support of our culture. Karaoke is going to be something real. But as we close out, I failed to ask about how do we first, and I'm sure you'll include this in the last part of what we're talking about. I would love to learn about what does retirement look like for both of you, and how does your legacy in your mind form? What if you are to leave a legacy, what does that look like? And then don't forget to plug the business, because we got to keep that legacy going. I need them to come here and make orders, your website, address, all of that. So, Mom, we'll start with you, ladies first.
Okay.
What does your legacy look like? What do you want to be remembered by? You know, when you're gone from this world, what does it look like for you?
Well, I haven't really thought about it because, but we're hoping that our kids will take on what we've started and keep it going for their kids as well. And that we be remembered as putting out good food, good service, and love, and all the good things that us Polynesians show. And hoping that the kids will remember where we started from, where we came from, and never forget that, because sometimes when you make it, you tend to forget that portion of it, the start, where it all began. So I think Don and I have instilled in our kids to never forget where you come from. Always be loving, always be kind, and take care of those that are hungry. We've had people come in here hungry, not enough money, and the kids will take care of it. They says, "Don't worry, we got you." And so
that was one time, Auntie. That was one time I did that. I think I'm gonna bring it up.
So that's what, and we're hoping that the kids will continue that legacy.
I said that because I didn't want to cry. Sorry. Thank you for that. You know, as simple as I hear those things, because I hear them from my mother, it hits me right here, and I hope it hits all of our people the same way. I hope it does. What does your legacy look like? I hope it aligns with Mom's. It sounds like it's a great one, but just to repeat, retirement and legacy. What does it look like for you, Don?
Well, I just want to touch on what she said. Our kids know that we never turn away anybody hungry, but it also conveyed onto our staff. Nobody comes in here hungry and leaves hungry. And our staff have done it on their own. Because they understand what we're about. There's a sign right there that we do for the community, and we do it every year for the last this is going to be our 4th year. We give back to the community. We want that legacy to perpetuate to our kids, to our staff, to our business, everything we do. And so, as far as, the other things, our family, our kids know, we always serve. We're not perfect, but we do our best to serve. Sometimes people don't appreciate it, but it's okay, because you chose to serve them. Let it go. As far as our legacy and retirement, we're pretty set up for it. That's my part. I've got things set up, and I told her, if we've been in the business for 23 years, going on 24, and we anticipate taking it further. If we have nothing to show for it, then we've wasted our time. We could have done something else. but they have been supportive. My partner, you know, with her, the kids have been supportive. They're there. Boo Boo is my right arm. Nick is my left. Tamora is my heart. And she's my soul. With our kids, they understand that. And we try to do or live our lives accordingly to do these things. As we build business, business will come. If you apply the business principles that need to be applied, just like financial principles, if you apply those things will happen. You do your part. Nothing's free. Nothing comes with no effort. You have to put the effort into it. You have to grind, whatever it is. It took us 23 years. Even though we're successful, I tell my kids, tomorrow's a new day. Just like we teach our staff. Every customer comes in, we need to convert them to our clients, to become our clients. But we do it with love, with the aloha that we preach, that we talk about. And, we live that legacy, we'll be happy. And taking care of the financial end of it.
Well, I gotta say this, as a customer, as a patron, it is appreciated that I am welcomed with a smile, with aloha, with a clean place, with great service. Thank you so much for having that. But I also say thank you for wanting to be a good person and leave that behind with your kids and wanting to do good stuff. You're a trailblazer. You and your wife and your family, you were pioneers for our people. And we don't have a lot that are willing to step out and show us how to follow, what steps we need to follow to be successful.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Sure.
I wish you nothing but success on the Kawa thing. I hope that we can collaborate and move forward. As we say on Everyday People and on Buddha's Lounge, if we can help but one person, we hope that you learned something from this podcast. If you guys have not heard anything to level up in this last 5 minutes, go back to the beginning and rewatch the video. We'll put it in our video library. It'll be here for all of the generations to learn and be put on game. It's a masterclass. I think it's appropriate for me to end in the way that I always end my morning show. Without love, you have no purpose.
Right.
Smile.
Can I say something to that?
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Honolulu Grill is called the gathering place. This is where we all come. People we haven't seen for years, That's one of the slogans. And we bring them, they come in, we meet, we greet, old faces, come together. This is what it's all about. This is what our culture is all about.
Every morning I always end with Aleaiso Alofa, Eleaiso Anga.
Without
love, you have no purpose. That's really, and I feel, that's why I said when I walk in, I felt the Ofa, I felt the Aloha.
Thank you.
So continue, and that's why you're successful. Because you have Alofa, because you have that love. So thank you so much again. Tune in tomorrow. We're going to take a break. Cindy and I are heading to Vegas. We're going to be meeting with the Miss Samoa USA pageant. But please, let's end. How do we get a hold of you guys? How do we hire you for our catering business before we say goodbye and play our last song?
Everything is on our website. If you go to honolulugrill.net or kava8.net, for the drinks. But honolulugrill.net spells everything out. It gives you our menus, our catering menus, also gives you the franchise opportunities.
And don't forget to mention the app.
Yeah, really quick. Yeah, let's mention the app. And you know what? I forgot. This is something I haven't done before. But since you have an opportunity to talk to, how about? Would you like to say thank you to the community for coming out to the restaurant, supporting you guys?
Of course.
Yeah, you have an opportunity.
You know what? Without the community, remember, there's a saying, right? It takes a village to raise a child. But you know what? Without our community, there's so many there's so many that have helped us through the years. And that's why we do things like this for the schools. We give back. But, you know, I don't want to toot our horn. You know,
somebody else should toot your horn. That's okay.
Yeah, that's
we'll
right.
toot your horn.
but you know, it's giving back. It's St. George has helped us. That's why we're able to grow, expand, and we're going to do more good things.
And you know they're from Hawaii. Watch, you can tell they're from Hawaii. Pretend like we're at a show and just follow along, okay? From all of us to all of you, we want to wish you a fond aloha. See, they're from Hawaii. I knew it. They're really from Hawaii,
Hey,
guys.
don't forget the shaka. Don't forget the shaka.
All right. Play our last song. Aloha.